students, how are you all? I hope you are doing fine at home. My name is Kumari Neha. I am working at Bharatidasan Matriculation Higher Secondary School, Arkonam, and the lesson which we are going to see is from class 7 physics, and the name of the lesson is rest and motion and different types of motion. So this is the second part of this lesson. So in the previous class we have discussed about the translatory motion, circulatory motion and oscillatory motion, right? So here we are going to discuss about the various different types of motion. So children, see here what's happening here. Can you see the boy, what he is doing? He is playing the guitar, right? When he is playing the guitar, the string in the guitar gets up and down. That is why this particular things are known as vibration. One more thing you can see here is, this is known as a tuning fork. What is this? Tuning fork. So children, when you are coming to the physics lab, I will show you that this is tuning fork, and the tuning fork is the best example for showing the vibration, because when you are taking a tuning fork and you are hitting it, that time you will see that there will be a vibration, right? So that is known as vibratory motion. Same way drums. When you are playing the drum, you will hear the music, right? A very large sound. Same way when you are sitting at home and I am speaking, if I speak too loud, then there will be some kind of humming in your ears, right? So that means that your eardrums are vibrating, okay? So that means it's a vibratory motion, because vibratory means vibration, okay? Yeah, good. So these are the fourth type of motion. After the vibratory motion, there is called periodic motion. So periodic motion means when at a particular time, at a particular distance, a person is traveling with the same speed, it is known as periodic motion. For example, here you can see the girl is swinging again, right? It's also known as a oscillatory motion, which I discussed. Same way here pendulum. It's going and coming, right? And same way stitching. When the stitching is happening, you will see that the stitch is of a particular time or particular spaces, right? So that will be known as a periodic motion. So in the periodic motion, the main thing is to and fro, plus you will see that the distance between the substance will be same. So what you can write? Distance is same. Okay, so this is the main difference between the oscillatory motion and periodic motion. So this swinging was what an example, children? It was an example of an oscillatory motion also, right? So here also, if the height of the swing remains same, it will be known as periodic motion, right? Now let's see what is non-periodic motion. Non-periodic motion, the best example is you people. In the homes, you will be running all over the places, right? No time, nothing, but you will just run over all the places. Like the boy who is playing the football here, and the movement of cars. So wherever the cars are moving in any direction, any speed, any way, they are known as a non-periodic motion. Same way when you people are playing in the grounds, how you will do? You will run all over the places, right? So that is known as a non-periodic motion. So here these are the examples. Later on there is random motion. Random is also an example what you people are doing at homes and what you are doing in the ground. Plus sometimes when we are teaching also you are doing that, right? Yes, so that is a random motion. So here you can see that the people are playing rugby. You know what is rugby, children? There will be a small ball and they will be just running around with the ball. They will fight also, which you love that. Yeah, that is the rugby. And here you can see that here first all the atoms are clear. See, it will be clear and then it will be dispersed. We don't know where it will go, right? So when we don't know the direction where it is going, it is known as a random motion. Same way, after random motion there is uniform motion. We have talked about the bad things. So now let's talk about the good things. So here you can see that uniform motion, when this train is traveling from one position to another position, here you will see that when the train is at 0 kilometers and it reaches 15 kilometers at the time of 1 hour, same way once it reaches over here and it comes to the 30 position, that is the difference here is again 15 kilometers, right? And again the time is 1 hour. And third way also, when the 15 kilometers is completed, and here also if you see it's 1 hour, that means it is a uniform motion. Uniform motion means what, children? Uniform motion means distance gap and time is equal to same. What is this? When the distance of a substance and the time is similar, they will be known as a uniform motion, right? So now let's see one good example here. See here, what's this? What you people are loving, right? Especially the boys. What's this known as? Comment down below what this is known as. I don't know the perfect name of this when you're doing like this, right? Yes, so this is a uniform motion because you'll do it perfectly, right? Some of your friends do that, right? Yeah. Now let's see what is a non-uniform motion. So there is only one difference here, children, that the distance will be same, but the time travel will be different. For example, the car is moving, right? So the car will move from here, from 0 to 2 at 9 seconds. Then from here to here, 20 seconds. So first it was 9 seconds, then it was 10 seconds. So there is difference in 1 second, right? So this will be known as a non-uniform motion. So right here, distance will be same, but time will vary. What will vary? Time varies, right? So this is the main difference between a uniform motion and a non-uniform motion. So here let's see one more example. What is this? This is non-uniform motion, right? Children playing around everywhere. They'll move like this, they'll move like that. So that is a non-uniform motion. Plus, because the timing is not confirmed, right? Yes. Now students, in this class, I have given you many examples for all the types of motion, right? For example, if I give you the example of a train running in a straight line. So what will be that motion? That will be rectilinear motion, right? So same way, these examples can be put up to you in a different ways. So you should able to understand, or you should just write it the correct answer. So here you can see that what we are doing here, this is the study material. In the study material, all the questions will be written with the answers. Just go through that once you're seeing the video. Then the question bank for your understanding properly, and if you want to just practice it. Finally, there will be self-assessment. So self-assessment will tell you how much you have understood the lesson. This lesson is the most easiest lesson and the most fun time lesson. So students, I hope you have enjoyed it nicely, right? So students, after doing all this, if you give all the answers perfectly, I'll give you something. So don't worry about that once you're coming back, okay? I hope you have enjoyed the lesson. Till we meet next time again. Till then, bye-bye.